I unlatched the case, expecting to hold my dream guitar for the first time. Instead, the smell hit me like a brick wall, overpowering, nauseating, like someone drowned this thing in cheap cologne and regret. And when I tried to play, the strings wouldn't even bend properly. Inlays popping out. But the seller? Oh, they ghosted me faster than a bad Tinder date. That's when I realized, if they weren't going to make this right, I would. If you've ever been lied to, scammed, or just completely ignored when you tried to stand up for yourself, smash that like button and subscribe. Because this isn't just a story about a broken guitar, it's about revenge, karma, and what happens when you push the wrong person too far. For years, I dreamed of owning a Gibson Les Paul. You know, the one, sleek, iconic, dripping with tone and history. I spent months saving for it, working overtime, skipping nights out, living cheap, and when I finally found the one, used but beautiful, on Reverb, it felt like fate. The listing photos were perfect. The description? Excellent condition. Smells like a fresh case. Plays like butter. Turns out, the only thing buttery about this guitar was how slippery the lies were. The day it arrived, I couldn't unbox it fast enough. I opened the hardshell case, ready for that new gear rush, but instead, it felt like someone shoved a perfume factory straight up my nostrils. The stench. Imagine someone poured an entire bottle of discount cologne inside the case, and maybe even rubbed it on the fretboard for good measure. It wasn't faint. It wasn't subtle. It was headache-inducing. Still, I tried to ignore it. I picked it up to play, and right away, I noticed something worse. The high notes wouldn't bend. The tone was dead. Looking closer, I saw it. The Gibson trapezoid inlays, peeling off the fretboard like soggy stickers. A guitar at this price point, this condition? It should have been flawless. None of this was mentioned in the listing. My stomach sank. My dream guitar had turned into a nightmare on 6 strings. I contacted the seller immediately. I was polite, clear, respectful. Hey, this isn't what you described. The smell is unbearable, and the guitar has serious playability issues because of the inlays. No reply. I followed up again. Nothing. Finally, I opened a dispute on Reverb. Their team promised they'd get back to me in 5 business days. Guess what happened? Yep. Silence. I kept refreshing my inbox like some desperate fool clinging to hope. Day after day. Nothing but the echo chamber of my own frustration. And that's when it hit me. They didn't care. The seller had my money. Reverb had my trust, and both had left me hanging. I could either sit in silence with a $2,000 air freshener that couldn't play a decent solo, or I could do something about it. And if there's one thing you should know about me, I don't sit quietly when someone steals my voice. I started digging. First, I left detailed, factual reviews on every platform where that seller did business. Reverb, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, anywhere they sold gear. My honest experience was now front and center. But I didn't stop there. I posted in musician forums, gear groups, Reddit communities, laying out everything. The misleading photos, the undisclosed damage, the ghosting. And soon, others came forward. People saying they'd had similar shady dealings with the same seller. Turns out, I wasn't the only one. But here's where it gets better. A few of these communities had some heavy hitters. Verified musicians, influencers, even small-time YouTubers. They amplified my story. And suddenly, the seller's perfect 5-star rating started dropping. Fast. Still no response from Reverb's resolution team. But by now, the seller couldn't ignore the fallout. Negative reviews everywhere. Sales drying up. Comments flooding their listings. Is this the guy who sells smelly, broken guitars and ghosts buyers? Their perfect reputation destroyed. And then, out of nowhere, I finally got an email. I'm sorry. You feel that way. Can I offer you a partial refund to resolve this? Oh, now they wanted to talk. But I wasn't here for a partial anything. I replied. It's too late. I tried to handle this quietly. I gave you chances. You ignored me. Now your reputation reflects your honesty. I declined the partial refund. I kept pushing for a full refund through Reverb. And when they finally got involved, probably because the seller's account was hemorrhaging credibility, they ruled in my favor. I got my money back. And the seller? Let's just say their listings don't come up on the first page anymore. The best part wasn't the refund. It was watching them scramble to fix their image, scrub their reviews, rebuild their store. But no matter how hard they tried, the internet remembers, and every time someone Googles their shop, my story, and the stories of others like me are the first things they see, they thought they could shut me up. Instead, I became their worst nightmare. Sometimes the loudest voice in the room isn't the one shouting, it's the one telling the truth over and over, until no one can ignore it anymore. Don't ever let someone sell you silence when what you deserve is justice. If this story fired you up, hit that like button and share your thoughts below. What's the worst online scam or shady seller experience you've had? And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories of revenge, karma, and taking power back from people who never deserved it in the first place.